For me, even a little bit of truth that is being seen by the little part of me that is able to see is enough to continue on this journey. To choose the best choice from that little part. For me, a little bit of light that I can see or is being shown to me gracefully and mercifully is enough for the little part of me that is able to see the light from all the darkness that I think I'm surrounded by, for me to continue the journey. For me, one word of love that can be heard from within or from all around is enough. For that little part of me that is able to hear. Are you following me? And when you hear that word, when you see that light, when you're in the presence of that truth, I'm telling you, the world changes within and all around you. It's not easy, yes, but that is not even an excuse to make foolish and stupid choices that keeps hurting us, keeps pushing us, and keeps burying us in the depths of the dark, deluded world of misery and you name it. The work has to be done. Nothing is easy. We just have to create a part of ourselves that can tell ourselves, yes, you can do it. And then it's climbing up. It's swimming against the river. I remember this one time when we were in Napa, homeless. But somehow God had made some people allow us to live there so we can walk this journey and experience God's presence and grace. Nothing bad really happened, even though it was frightening to walk that path. All kinds of doubts and all kinds of reactions come up because it's insulting for at least for a woman with a family to not have a home. So that house was it was a dead end. 1756 Milton Road, Napa. It was a very posh place. People were very rich there. It was a treat for my toddler son, whom I was blessing with the homeschooling at that time, to watch airplanes and boats and barges. Fantastic it was. Every other person had a jet, a private jet. But the mindsets were very stingy and very possessive about their so-called richness. A family like us were looked down upon. It would look like they were getting it. We were pushing against the river and blessing that family, but very soon it would relapse and fall back into the same old pit. Very difficult. The Pacific Ocean would have its tides going up and down. Lot of beautiful songs and word came. It was a fantastic experience there. How we lived was a miracle. The compressed versions of events that were happening were fascinating. How it was fit in impossible situations. Anyway, when the tide was high, we could go down and we could swim. So my husband would actually swim against the flowing river, or whatever, the water, and then just let his body come back in its movement, just floating by. It was a nice experience to watch. Yeah, it could be dangerous, but if you're a good swimmer, it's an awesome experience. So it's like that, one is put in a situation and with people where you have no other choice but to climb up, but to swim against the river. And that effort, the work we do, makes us stronger and stronger, earning more and more grace. If there is no other way, there is no other shortcut, one has to do that. That's just my experience. Everybody's life doesn't have to be so intense or extreme. But when somebody has done the work or is paving the path, it has to be easier for others, right? In the villages we have this very vast fields, and there is one path that goes back and forth. Somebody did it first, and then people walked on it over and over again, and now it's become a clear path, isn't it? So I'm here to tell you the truth. There's nothing hidden here. There is no fancy sugar-coated truth that is going to sound good. It's part of life. It has all the flavors. How much work you want to do is your choice. There is really no shortcut. If you think about it, we never really had any control over anything. If you made that choice, it was meant to be. And we are in that situation. So if you can hear even a little bit of truth, if you can see a little bit of light, if you can hear even one word that is making sense to you, then you're in the right place. There is no giving up, there is no concept of giving up or losing it or going backwards. No. Your karma, your actions, it will finish as long as it takes. You cannot just break up in the middle. I did that consciously because in my life it was meant to be. How it was happening was out of my control, and it made sense that I needed that platform or the battlefield to bring out the best in me, to mold myself, to be free from all that I was burying myself in all that. That I made up my mind to. Every time I would be tempted to leave and go, or to break up from the relationship, or I feel like I cannot take it anymore, I would be lifted up 100% of the time. That rock bottom, when I thought I hit, it was just another opening, another door to a higher level, to a different level. It feels weird because the patterned habits, it becomes a norm. It becomes like the fights and the the reactions and abuses, all that. It becomes like a normal thing, and then when it's not happening, or when you get an opening, it's a different kind of test. It's a different path. You can tell it's a different path, because even though there is a part of us that feels, because it's coming from that place of hurt, so it's obviously going to feel there again. I'm getting molested. I'm getting more and more pain. But because we have no choice, we're moved through that path, narrow path, for us to learn, because he has confidence in us. See, that spirit in us, it has confidence that it will rise and it will do the right thing. Doesn't care how negative you are, or because the truth, see, somebody who's helping you, who has seen the truth, has more confidence, isn't it, to touch you that way, so you can feel that joy and carry that confidence in your life. Now I know what you're thinking. You have no idea what I'm going through. I understand. My story is sounding like fiction now. Can you even believe all that has happened and I'm still here? Real, literally. The work that has been done in the body, mind, and the spirit. It's amazing. It's an amazing journey. So, when you do accept, when you do walk through that path, you realize you're being blessed. You realize that it is actually not an intended attempt to give you more hurt, but an attempt to bring you out of that, to bring you out into the light. And free you from what we think we need, we want, even little things in life. So there is a lot of work. I call it the 3Ds. Not 3D, but you detach from it. When you're separated physically, or you have a space, you're detaching. Okay? Then you disconnect. Now the mind work begins. The physical separation starts. Then the mind work of disconnecting from the thoughts, the feelings, the offendedness, all that. The past, it's a burden. what happened before. He did that time, he did this time. That is a big obstacle. Even after we have moved through that, even after we have passed through that, why is it going back all the way there thinking, see? So that is a test, that is a trick. One needs to then shake it off and come back here and do the work to see the truth of what's happening right now in your life. Mind work can give you big relief when the thought patterns change like that. See, disconnecting from all those thoughts that are bothering you, which in turn generates the feelings, and which in turn makes you feel like experiencing the same kind of sorrow you did 10 years back or 15 years back. So the effort pushing against the river is a constant effort to be current with what's happening now, and for that we need a lot of clearance. A lot of things need to be, cleaned out, cleared out. Then comes discard. When you identify those patterns, it's garbage. It's thinking of the place again and again and again. It's gone, it's finished. We're in a different place now. We're in a different space now. So let's see what we can do here from this place. You see? We discard it. And when that happens, there is clearance. You start to radiate what you really are, which is you're a good person. You have gone through a lot, ladies and gentlemen. If we can understand simple concepts, most of the time we want to run away. We want something else that feels familiar. It used to be like that. In a place where there is clutter and there's a lot of people, there's so much activity going on, there is so much noise, there's so much celebration, too much actually. But I used to feel very comfortable getting lost in the space. In fact, you even feel free because there are so many things that's going on. There's no time to even think about all the nasty things that's happening in your life. It's kind of like it used to be like a sanctuary to keep coming and going in whatever places that you have chosen, whether it's a bar or a pub or a cinema theater or a spiritual place or a meditation center. It doesn't matter. I have been blessed in my life with this work to go within and change everything from inside out. And now I feel the opposite. I just want space. I want peace. I want, not that I am fighting for it. You have to use words to communicate and express the space and the feelings that I am experiencing. So, nitpicking on every little word or actions, even that energy it's a nasty thing to work with. All that it does is find faults. Doesn't matter really. When you look at it at a higher picture, when you're looking at it with a global mindset, the little things, the personal little details are not that important to chew on. So not that I am not into liking parties or being with people, but it has to be balanced. It has to be with people that we really connect with. So when we detach, when we disconnect and then discard, then all the space is there. You connect from a different place. There is no deception there. we are free to move about and be ourselves in our own space without any fear. And that again lets the other person also to rise up and do their work. It's magical. They see that you've done the effort. She's not like that anymore. She's not doing that anymore. It's inspiring. That way we connect again with love because it's there. Love is there, no doubt. That is what actually attracts one to each other. It's like it's a magnet. It's a magnet. Why do we look at somebody and we feel connected? Think about it. Let's just begin in within our family. Running away or eliminating that space where we can actually grow into beautiful people and understand the purpose of our life and living here. It's a different place, it's a new place, so it will feel weird for a while because you get used to that person being that way, but all of a sudden they change it. They get more annoyed actually. You're not getting angry because see, I'm not giving a chance for their anger or their intense offense any place in my heart. Get it? It's a spirit that is so powerful and so beautiful. It just is in its own space, loving, because I identified, trust me, I have been in some states of mind that is completely insane. So from that place I heard, no, I'm not insane. I can hear this voice. There is love in your heart. So just keep going, just keep going, just keep rising up, just keep rising up. It's happened, sisters and brothers. It's happened. It's funny, I keep mutating my energies to moving around in the space, to avoid the noise that's been coming from that side to over here, and then it starts on this side also. So like I said, this place was used to be a sanctuary for me to run away from the chaos in my home, but now it's like I just can't take it anymore. But I will continue my journey as long as it takes, you see. There's no part of me that wants to run away. We will finish the penance and we will receive the boon. Just a little while longer, I feel like it is time. Yeah, we're getting there. My heart goes out to all the wonderful good people out there struggling the same way, waiting for somebody to connect with that goodness and love and not feel shy. Because sometimes it's very intimidating. There is a stronghold, there is an energy in the world that demands you to be a certain way, and then you fall into that weakness because you think there is no other way. Yeah, if there is another way, we would choose it, isn't it? It's a day and age for even evil to transform. And when they do a good job, it's just that the spirit has to be spirit transplant operation needs to happen. The intention needs to be to add to the goodness. Because once you find out that this kind of thing gives you a lot more high, gives you a lot more satisfaction and fulfillment, of course we're going to choose that, isn't it? It's a new thing. It's a new beginning. So hang in there. I can just feel it in my guts that it is time He has used me as a gauge, how it's changing, uh, how far we have come, and I will try and do my best to finish the work as best as I can, as soon as I can, if I am being chosen as the one to uh, take it further in whatever way. It's not personal at all. That's why I'm freely sharing, because we're all family in a way. Um, we're all made of the same blood, same spirit, same life, just in different flavors and different colors. That's all. We might not be needed to push and fight and kill and hurt. If it can be done, you want an easier way, you want it to be easier way, this is it. You choose love. If God has put you in that place with that person, you fight against that hate and anger and offense, and you find out what other virtues can actually help you to deal with it. Maybe they need you in their lives, so it becomes more about giving to others than just fighting to fulfill what we need. Uh, the nature of selfishness transforms into being a selfless being. Although you do take care of yourself too, we're not hurting ourselves here in the process, because we need this vehicle, we need the body, we need the mind. We need to be alive in order to help others. You wear the oxygen mask before you help others to put it on, right? We never know what we are capable of when we do come out of all that low self-esteem and very puny thoughts and poverty-stricken mindsets. It feels like you're stuck in that place. It's horrible. But again, like I said, if you look around, it's not really true, because that's what I'm doing here. Even a little window that's not fixed, the pigeons come all the time. There was a time when I thought I overcame the pigeon menace, but again it's creeping up on me. So again I have to work on it. There's still some more work to do. I don't want to even waste a little bit of energy on that. That's their nature. No matter how many times you shoo them off, it keeps coming back to do the same old thing. It's a pattern. They are all patterned to do certain things, because they're not thinking in their mind, oh, I'm here, I'm going to affect Jyoti today, I'm gonna it's not happening actually, if you think about it. Although at the highest level, even the purest forms of the opposite energies are very aware. So there are different levels, but you have to figure that out, where you're at and what work needs to be done. Don't be shy. It's okay. Once we overcome it, then it becomes like a joke. We don't take it that seriously, and we laugh at it. We just laugh it off and we move on. Maybe there will be a memory, like a scar, after you get hurt, but it's not going to be harmful anymore. For example, there is no thought of wanting to kill those pigeons or destroy them. They exist, they're there. And I don't have money to, fix the windows and all that. So you just watch your thought forms, you just let it push through you, and then you come back to the center. That's what the work is all about. And from that place, you're even able to share a good word. You're able to smile, get a little more confidence every day. But we do have to get somewhere to be current with that, and then it accumulates. It builds up. And today you're a little more strong, you're a little more clear and clean, and you feel good. If it's not possible for me to do it. We have to be practical also. Then you let it go. Let it go. And if I don't have the money to fix it, if I don't have the opportunity to do it, that's fine. Just let it go. But I'm there now, it's such a waste of time and energy to, like, even dealing with anybody. The mindsets are so lost in their own world, and they give a word but they don't keep it up. Especially on the topic of money, it's become so sticky now. Even if they're supposed to give you the money, they're not able to, so you have to keep going behind them. Now you start feeling weird about it, because now you're swimming in their dirt, in their filthy mindset. And it's just it's annoying. Once you're clean, right, you get angry when you get dirty again. Like when, for example, you just shower and come out, you're all clean, and somebody puts some dirt on you, you get angry, right? But the time has come where we don't have to do everything with all those nasty energies of anger and violence. My God. I think God has done a very good job in me, and I like this place, and I would like to keep it up. And if anyone likes to join, better, because you get strong when you connect with someone. Even if it is just one little part, we can connect with that truth and light and the word, then it gets stronger. It gets stronger. We're not here to fight anything. We are here simply to come together in love and truth. Amen. Right? Because I'm telling you, it feels good to be good, it feels good to love. It feels like you have achieved something. Even if once you have overcome the tendency to react to somebody saying something. Yeah, we are growing up. It's basically human beings have the capacity to experience the ultimate goodness. Like I was saying before, forget about God, forget about demons. You're just the human being, just the normal creation in the world. How much we can actually exhibit virtues of good character and behavior. It is mind-blowing. It's vast, it's deep, and it's effortless actually. If we can just come within ourselves and identify that, all the rest of the distractions and the noise just seems useless. It's very enlightening and lightening. Somehow you get the strength to move through, there is no heaviness. It's a light spirit, very gentle. And like I said, it's not even an experiment. It's just happening organically, slow and nice. And I don't have hope, but I have certainty that we will be in a better place sooner or later. And from that place, we will continue to radiate the goodness and love as long as we have time in this body. It's effective. You directly connect with the soul of the person, because they are also carrying the burden of whatever is going on in their bodies, whatever mindset they have, that they have to carry. God bless everybody to experience this presence, of a love and light, that with one swipe, with one look, one word, it can just wipe away everything. And it's within all of us. We don't even have to go outside to search for it. We're so close. It's blessing me, it's moving through me, so it's blessing me, giving me strength. This is not like telling somebody to do something, no? Simply sharing and inspiring, to rise up above all that you're getting buried. We're burying ourselves in all that. If it is not coming from the place of truth and love, don't do it. Wait till you get the clearance. Then we're not carrying any residual garbage, It has to be recycled all the way to be able to use it again. Never underestimate the power of love or God's hand in your life. There is a reason, and when we reach the destination, we will look back and reminisce the joy of this journey that we are all on. You don't have to feel lonely. Don't have to feel like you're all alone. You can feel the oneness with the universe. It's big and it's huge. You're not alone at all. When you carry yourself like that, wherever you go, even if that person is completely gone, that spirit actually transfers to them. Instead of the negative ones coming to us and we reacting, it's the opposite. It goes to them and they start doing the right things. You watch, God can do it through anyone. It's happened to us many, many times. The day we ran out of wood pellets and coffee, the very person who devil from not hell but this earth came home with wood pellets and coffee. You see, so God can work through them. So then you don't carry the hate or even the fear. And once you show that, they make you perfect actually. They can make you perfect. Consider it a blessing if you have a person that is, pushing your buttons all the time. Consider it a blessing and rise up above it and face it. And you watch, when you get stronger, they won't be able to do anything to you because they're not getting that food, you see, of your reactions or your weakness. That's what their thrill is, right? When you fall and when you fail and when you start to react, they get pleasure out of it. I don't give it to them. But it's work. It'll happen slowly. It can change, anything can change. Anything can change. Anyone can change and transform. That's why we are here. This is the place and battlefield to experience that transformation within. And everything around will and can change. Keep it, don't have too many things in the bucket and clutter it all out. Prioritize. Choose. When you create a lot of space, then you can see clearly, you can hear clearly, you can feel the right way. Most of the times we're feeling what we have felt in the past. People mellow with age, people can change, Grab the opportunity. If you have the opportunity to exhibit the best part of you, whether there is love or not, doesn't matter. At least choose the good. Don't hurt or hate. That's not the nature of the heart. Then understanding love also is a big classroom. Women are vast, they have a lot of personality, uh, a lot of strength, they have a lot of energies. But if it's not coming the right way, it will always be misunderstood. But again, we also have to do the work to be consistent and hang on to that. Never give up or never change because someone else is trying to or not getting it. Even that is the deluded thought that somebody didn't get it or somebody didn't value you or somebody did not understand you the right way. So I'm going to make this decision. Even that's immaturity because that's not the truth. If you're good and you're beautiful, simply be beautiful and be good. That's enough. And all the other things that are thrown on us, the hurt and the hate, we can deal with that. But never give up on your truth. Never do something that is disgraceful to your soul and your dignity. You carry yourself with that presence, nothing can harm you, because when you're like that, that is God being with you. It's a lot of strength. We all have to come back home to be centered and balanced. From that radiates a kind of beauty that cannot be disrespected. It just doesn't penetrate that aura. If we can change, everything will change. Yeah, then there is this other part that comes up. Everything I have to do. Again, we have to tame that part also. If you're capable and you're talented, you have the gift, why not? There has to be someone to do the job well. If it is you, know it and just do it. Don't have to expect somebody else to do it for us. We get humbled, in a lot of ways. Sometimes too much beauty in brain can get into your head, and then it starts to do its dance, getting offended about people not respecting it, and then we fall again. But that doesn't matter. We will rise to the heights of beauty and glory that will be respected with folded hands and bowed head, and will be inspiring for everybody to use a little more respect in life and understand the value of such a beauty and a gift. Amen.